Just now I saw, when you have to do Savasana, particularly for Pranayama, you should not put the blankets the way you have used it. It gives backache. You feel a sort of heaviness. Are you feeling heaviness or not on your lumbar? Huh? Huh? See? One is not example. I didn't get it. Is not the indicator. Take the whole class. You feel a slight stiffness in your lumbar. No pains. A sort of stiffness, hardness. What you all did was, so tomorrow you have to correct yourselves. They were all using 3. This is thin. They are all thick. All of you had placed your blankets like this. Yes or no? Can you see now? So, your buttocks are of that height. Where is your lumbar? Is it like a waterfall? You are all lying down. So this is a wrong way of putting blankets. It's a guide. So I'm not saying that the teacher is wrong or you are wrong or something like that. Follow? Sometimes we forget what has been taught. So when you put the blankets, you have got 2 blankets or 3 blankets. I saw some because they are all thick blankets. But this boy is sitting. They are very thick blankets. So according to the blankets, you have to measure the pliability of the spine from the sacroiliac region up to the thoracic dorsal. What type of formation the spine has got, natural spine. So according to the natural spine, you have to adjust the blanket. Now, no, don't change. Why did you change?
Excuse me.
Put this way. Sit here. Lie down. Can you all see? Or come closer. Now, can you see? Spinal column is not of that drop. Natural spine also you have to learn. What is the natural curvature of the spine in our walk of life? The spine is not like so much it does not curve at all. Then you have to walk like that. That is our spine, is it not? Please sit down. You can also stand on this side because nobody is there. You can stand on that side, you can see. But don't stand in the middle. Now, because see the edge. The buttock is here and is a strain on the lumbar.
Yes.
3 inches higher than what it should be. So that's why you may be enjoying it. Now, the whole abdominal organs are hard because the lumbar is too high from the buttocks. So that's why tomorrow, don't put the blankets like this. You know, the spine, the lumbar goes step by step. Lumbar is like that, dorsal is like that. You know, it goes step by step like this. Follow? And see. Now what you have to do, use the one. Second one, there should be a step. Follow? Third one, further step.
Most of them only have
My
3,
friend,
2.
my job is to correct it.
Yes, okay.
If you say that I've got only 3, it's not my fault.
Okay.
Do you mean to say by saying use it 1
Okay.
and increase the height?
No.
So is it right? Tell me.
No.
So that's
Okay.
what I said. If
Okay.
they've got 3,
Okay.
they've got
If they
1
have
brick.
3. Yes.
Then
Put the
haven't they got intelligence to use the brick for their head here?
yes.
Have I to
Yes.
say that? Huh? So do not escape by some reasons. That's also in yoga, it does not permit. Conscientiousness is the important thing in yoga. Your conscience should say that I have not told you a lie. I have not said a lie. The conscience should say, I have not misguided. But to appear consciously, if you say, to save my skin, that is personality cult. The consciousness, if it presents, remember that your consciousness tries to cover the weaknesses in you, but conscience cannot. So that's why you have got 3 blankets. What is there if you have got 3? It's enough. But you have to do like this, because lumbar space are there, 1 inch, 1.5 inches. So you have to measure the same 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. Now she said they have got only 3 blankets. How many bricks you have? Give me bricks. Now you can adjust wherever you want for your head. Huh? You got the point. So don't say that only we had 3 blankets, but you have got some accessories. Can't you make use of the other accessories? But do you mean to say on account of that you should do the wrong practice? Because I have no break?
Of course not.
And now you lie down. Buttocks here. And now legs straight. Now where is the position of the diaphragm now? Huh? It's better. Yes. Now you understood now? Yes. So anatomical body should not be disturbed. So you have to adjust the yoga, whether it's pranayama, whether in breath or out breath or asana. You should not distort the anatomical body. Without distorting the anatomical body, you have to do the asana. You have to do the pranayama. Then I can say, oh, they are all balanced yoga students. So now, do you feel comfort or not?
Very comfortable.
Now can you say? So you have accessories. Please keep bricks and everything with you, which has been provided. And you say, I've got only 3 blankets. Where should I keep the head? If it's 8 feet tall person, if he comes and asks me, what have I to do? These 3 blankets are not sufficient. He needs 6 blankets. So I said, all right, borrow from 2 bricks, keep 2 bricks and extra 3 bricks for your head. Now observe, because of this, the diaphragm movement will be different. Take a deep inhalation. Now see, it opens this way. Can you see now? If the correct action is there, the diaphragm dips down before you start pranayama. Do not go to the modern science. Modern science says when you inhale, the diaphragm, shape. Follow? They go up, they go down, that is vertical. But nobody knows, no medical science knows the latitudinal action of the diaphragm. They know the vertical up, vertical going up, vertical coming down. But not horizontal action of the diaphragm. Only yogis know. That's why we give this for the simple reason that the diaphragm learns from this end to that end like a string. Like today I saw Virabhadrasana too. Connect the little finger to the thumb. So here the diaphragm gets connected to the floating rib correctly on either side. Suppose you join together. Get up. Now do it. Now the diaphragm is not at all in contact with the floating rib. Mm-hmm. Is it in contact?
No.
Now can you see now? Yes. So you disturb the diaphragm. How can you breathe? How can you learn pranayama? So that's why you have to observe that the diaphragm should be in contact with the floating ribs. And even medical science do not know why the floating ribs are there. They speak of true ribs, false ribs, floating ribs. It's all right to know what I call anatomical views. Please know. But if there are no floating ribs, you cannot breathe at all. But no science says that. So floating ribs helps you to turn to the side. If the ribs are full, you cannot turn at all. So it's a creation of God, which nobody knows for what purpose we have floating ribs. So these floating ribs is for the lateral movement. These floating ribs are meant how to open the lungs in order to the breath to be absorbed by the lungs. Now you can do sit. Now say the diaphragm changes. One hand. Take it up, take it up. No, don't forget. Up means you move size. Now I've changed half an inch on each one. It will be a different feeling. Mm-hmm. So the constitution they speak, so I have to go according to the constitution. Tall person should have more space, short person should have less space. Because the vertebrae are closer. Tall person's vertebrae are space. This is all you have to remember. And now see the diaphragm, it's quite different. So tomorrow, please do not keep one above the other. Create ladder, like a ladder, and then do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, if you feel, I advise you to do another 5 minutes. Don't worry about the next pranayama. Stabilize the same now. Come on, put the blankets, create steps, and do it. You will not lose anything. We did not take Brahmari, they took Brahmari. Follow? Don't ask what is taught. What is correctly taught, you please ask. Understand now?
For sure.
So now I have swallowed your time. That's why I said, drop Brahmari, but let them learn this correctly. Don't join, create space, create space. Now use the brick for your head, it does not matter. No, sir, see, even in placement there should be rhythm. The bottom is somewhere, middle somewhere, top somewhere. Follow now? Even she is not done well. She went to bed. She has not done correctly, see? The rhythm, the steps are rhythmic. How far you are kept? Just now I explained. So please do not be lazy in adjustment. Even to place the blankets, you should have the advertence. Respect the blanket which is guiding you. And the buttock bone skin should slip down. You should not move towards the trunk. Skin is separate, flesh is separate. All of you, what you did, you push the flesh out on your buttock. Skin has got a separate layer. So let me move only the skin. Why should I move the flesh? So that is known as skillful action. Be a little skillful in adjusting the sense of perception, the skin, rather than the flesh. Now you carry on. Now you have to go through. If they have not done it, they are really arrogant students. Those who have not adjusted the blankets, they are definitely arrogant teachers and arrogant students. That's for you to decide. Now, how do you feel? Huh? The first one was better or this is better?